Hi everyone, welcome to Soulprint. This is a reason why you should hit that notification button because it is, what even day is it? It's Monday. It's the afternoon. It's about 3:45 here in Mountain Time. And lo and behold, that drawing that Trump said did not exist and he didn't do, and he has nothing to know, he doesn't know anything about it, has been released. And I'm sure by the time you see this, most of you will have seen this picture. So what it is, basically, it's an outline of a very curvy woman. And it's like a conversation, right? It's like a series of statements. One Trump says something, Epstein says something, Trump says something, Epstein says something. But it's childish, not to mention the fact that the signature, which is so distinctive, is in a part of the female anatomy that, well, when you see it, you'll understand what part of the anatomy it is. Um, it's juvenile, it's childish, but what's concerning is it starts off with the word something along the effect of there has to be more to life than having everything. And then it ends talking about, a wonderful secret. So energetically, I just thought I would just hop on here for a very quick, short videos and take a look at the energy of this thing. So, um, hang on a second. Here we go. I just wanted, you're not going to be able to see it very well. Hoping you can see that at all, but this is the card, and you can see that there's sort of a drawing there. I don't know how well this is transmitting, but you will have seen it. In any case, energetically, I'm looking at this thing, and energetically, what you have here literally is um, one guy who's like really full of himself, talking to another guy who's equally full of himself. It's juvenile, it is childish, but what is concerning is the underlying energy. The underlying energy is not nice. There's sort of like a blatant, there's a sexuality to it, but it is a disregard. There is an energy of, women are just toys. They're our fun thing. They're what we play with. Um, I don't know. I mean, apparently, I think it was the Wall Street Journal. I could have the Wall Street papers wrong, but it was one of them who originally reported on this thing. And Trump like threatened to sue them, saying he didn't do this, it wasn't his, he doesn't know what they're talking about. But there was apparently like a birthday book that ended up as part of the Epstein estate, that ended up as part of the whole, Epstein investigation. And one wonders why he made such a big deal about denying something that clearly exists. And this is the problem. They lie. If they open their mouth, they lie. Okay. Like it's just about that simple. It's their go-to response. They don't have, he doesn't have a good sense of when telling the truth would be just as easy, right? I mean, it's so much easier for him to say, "Oh yeah, I did it. It was a silly thing I sent out." It didn't mean anything. At least that, okay, maybe you couldn't believe, but it makes so much more sense than him jumping up and down screaming, "I never did it, I never did it." So what's that about? Well, let's take a peek, shall we? So part of it is embarrassment. Part of it is he didn't want people to think that he was that sexist or that crass. Which after, the P tape, I don't like, goodness gracious, I just realized there's two of them. There's the one about Russia, and then there's the other one about, grabbing women. I think we all had a pretty clear idea of where this guy's head is. But the problem now is that it's a Pandora's box, all right? It has been opened, and this stuff is going to continue to come out and come out and come out, and it's not going to look very good. So let's remember during the election cycle, you know, the Epstein files were filled with, dirty little secrets about Democrats. Except the first one that big, one of the big ones that comes out is this dirty little secret about, Trump and this birthday book slash card. So I just, I'm jumping into this energy like right now. And he is angry. He doesn't want this out. It's everywhere. By the time you see this video, literally in, 5 minutes or 10 minutes from now when I upload it, you're going to have seen it. It's like the bottom line here is that for the MAGAs, for the people who believed him, for the people who were like, oh, it has to come out because it's going to completely destroy the Democrats, the question is, why was he lying about it? What else is he covering up? And for those mega people, this is another sort of slap in the face where he says one thing, the other something the exact opposite is the truth. And slowly but surely they're starting to recognize that they are the ones who are kind of paying the price. So what happens here? Okay, so this is going to continue to be headline news for another couple of days. And he's going to be pressured to answer the question, what is the secret they share? Well, what do we think it is? Certainly, you have two people there who have clearly demonstrated that they have no regard for women and they treat them as just sexual toys. And speaking of which, E. Jean Carroll, that thing got held up and he now has to pay her that $83 million. Um, he couldn't get out of it. So there you have it, right? Something that didn't need to be, it could have more easily have just been pushed aside and written off. But as usual, it becomes a big deal because this guy doesn't know how to make a statement without lying. It'll be interesting to see over the next couple of days how much pressure he gets to try to answer the question, what's the secret? I don't think we have to strain ourselves that hard um, to think about what that secret might be. It is just another instance of a misogynistic, disgusting man who has no regard for anything or anybody but himself and his own selfish needs and perceptions. But this is the Pandora's box, and that is the lid that just flew off of it. Everything else that was released before was in its own way sort of sanitized. Can't sanitize this. It is what it is. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Now, if you're seeing this on Monday afternoon, there was a video released on Monday morning here at Soulprint that look at the people around Trump and how they're coping with the fact that, things aren't going so well. And on Wednesday, there's a video that will be released, and that's sort of like what's going on with Trump some of his family, and like what's going on behind the public face. So hopefully you will take some time to check out both of those videos if you haven't already. And as I said, this is a really good reason why you should hit the notification bell, because I don't do this often, but I do pop on, but sort of randomly, if there's something going on that I feel that I need to respond to right away. So I'll see you later. Take care. Be well. Bye for now.